Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is CoachFury here and we are back today to recap the Big Ten tournament final. So obviously for those of you who've been following along on the daily episodes updating us on the Big Ten tournament, we obviously had our final matchup last night, which was the Indiana Hoosiers against Maryland, and let's just get straight into it and see who won the game and see what the outcomes are of the result. So if we take a little look, we'll go straight into the box score today because we've only got one game to recap. And well, my goodness me, what a crazy game it was. At half time, the game was all tied at 43 apiece. But it was Maryland who came out on top in the end in a very close game, winning by just 2 points. Both teams played pretty much as well as they could have anticipated. But it was Mark Linney, the story of the Big Ten tournament really, and his performances, improving his shooting percentage over the course of the tournament from his initial start of the season at 38% to really show that he can hit the ball from downtown, cause free throws, and also provide assists for his team. And well, he did all of that in this game to help Maryland get over the line and win the first Big Ten tournament of the CBGM. He had 31 points, 9 assists, a rebound and 3 steals, and 6 of 11 of those shots were from downtown. So fantastic performance from Linney overall. He kind of got it done. As I said in the episode yesterday, it was basically going to be a case of who won the battle between Linney and Cunningham. And Cunningham did put up a great performance. Unfortunately, his shooting percentage numbers were slightly down. He was only 8 of 22. Managed to do pretty well from three-point range, but basically this was Linney's come-out game, really. A statement game in terms of draft prospects, in terms of hopefully how Maryland are going to look at in the national tournament. And well, I mean, that kind of sums it up, really. Both teams kind of were neck and neck in terms of shooting numbers, percentages. Both teams kind of, were pretty good from downtown in a three-point percentage. However, Maryland did get to the free throw line much better than the Indiana team. And well, whilst Linney had a great game, Porter obviously as well had a fantastic game in the starting five for Maryland. 7 of 11 in terms of his shots, 8 rebounds, a couple of blocks, sort of helped carry this team through to get it done in the end. But on the other side of things, Indiana can certainly take away from this that they are looking like a really good prospect for the national tournament. Basically, in short, if they can keep giving Cunningham the ball, keep making him put shots up, then they have a great chance to beat pretty much anyone they come across. In terms of the turnover battle, it was pretty close as well, so there's not a lot to sort of say on there. And both teams did have sizable leads at one time in this game, and there was 7 lead changes. Both teams had over the 10 points plus in terms of a lead at one point. So both teams had a chance to win this one, but it was Maryland who kind of came out on top really and got the job done. Well, and I have to say, I think this has helped in terms of their seeding for their national tournament as well, regardless of who won this game. But, congratulations to Maryland for getting over the line in this one and taking the Big Ten title in the first season of the CBGM. And I'm sure they're going to look forward to the national tournament, look forward to hopefully Mark Linney putting up this sort of numbers in the national tournament and hoping to see if that'll take them as far as they possibly can go. But Indiana, no skin off their back. I think they're going to be excited for the national tournament. Both teams did so well to get to this stage. When you actually look at it and consider that, they neither of them were top seeds in the Big Ten tournament. So they both came in fairly early on, and it kind of probably shows that momentum and having those extra games to kind of really game plan probably did help them in this one get through. But, that brings us to the close of the Big Ten this year. I guess standout performances from both of those teams, and kind of shows that you don't necessarily have to be a top seed to really win your conference tournament. And I'm going to be really interested to see in terms of national tournament how some of these Big Ten teams rank, because the two teams that obviously got through to the final were not ranked nationally. So maybe that's going to probably put them in a national ranking. Who knows? I honestly, we'll see what happens. National tournament is going to be certainly exciting. But again, congratulations to Maryland for winning the Big Ten tournament. And I'm sure everyone else who's looking in, following the Big Ten, are going to be eager to get back into it next year and compete with Maryland to try and take that title off of them next year. I mean, in terms of what you guys think, were you surprised that Maryland and Indiana got here? Did you see Maryland winning all the way? How do you think this is going to impact the national rankings into the actual national tournament? Do you think that some of the Big Ten teams are probably going to get a bit of a rejig because of this? who knows? But Maryland are definitely going to be there. I'd be surprised if Indiana is not. And the likes of Iowa, Michigan State, Minnesota, and Ohio State, I fully expect to be in the national tournament. But who knows how the seeding is going to work? We'll see how it comes. We've got a couple of other conference tournaments to kind of finish off over the next couple of days, and I'm sure we'll be back to have a little bit of a preview of the national tournament and try and break down the matchups there, and how that will impact possibly for the Big Ten teams and other teams in other conferences.